Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Good morning. Oh. Somebody close that door back there on the way, please. Thank you. Let me say thank you and hello, and I thank and praise God we've all made it here safely. And I pray to God that your return and my return will be equally as safe. Let me first say thanks to the folks that's involved that make seminars like this possible. So let's say thanks to them. A lot of work and a lot of money goes involved with putting this together. It didn't just happen today. When you leave here, even if you're not planning on buying anything, go down to where the booths are. Those folks pay for those booths, and they have a lot of information. It's just nice to know the information when you're dealing with a system. And I said a few minutes ago at the panel down there, is thank God that you have arrived at this time, because it was miserable talking to people about nutrition and about the food. I mean, I'll be 80 years old my next birthday, and people now talk about the last depression. You cannot compare the last depression, what they call the Great Depression, to the economy today. Why? Because back in that last depression, Americans didn't have nothing. I want you to hear me good now. I dare you to teach me how to ride a bicycle and then try to unteach me how to ride a bicycle. And since we live in such an honest country with information, honest, but you don't know it, they've already trained them for food rides with the serious military. That's why they talk about bringing these folks back home. If you go to a grocery store today, go to the dog food section, and go to the Alpo, the #1 selling dog food on the planet. And they're taking the dog's picture off the Alpo products because more people, particularly white folks, are eating dog food in America than dog. Unbeknown to the folks that's eating the dog food, the government have more stringent laws for making dog food than hamburger meat. But it becomes a dignity thing. In New York City, 75% of all white women that got killed last year was killed by their boyfriends or husbands. What's next that's important is the economy. They look at the economy, this, and they trick stuff so bad. You got people in America that never knew they'd have sons and daughters and nieces and nephews that would finish Harvard and Yale and Morehouse and living in their basement because there's nothing out here for them to do. And so somewhere, I must say to you that education is not power. Money is not power. Information is power. If you get bad information, you have bad power. And that's why I say thanks to seminars like this. And most of these folks you see here, they're just going to have to be updated because there's so much information coming out now. Stuff that we thought was okay is not okay. But if you think you can come here and find more information here, this type of place, than the FDA know, the Department of Health know with $1 trillion budgets, no, you're being tricked. And the problem is that you've been sold a bill. And you know, I never understood how Hitler got control of it until I watch you Americans now. It's the same way. Same identical way. And the only reason we haven't had a Hitler government is because in America we can't find an honest demagogue. It's corrupt and insane as Hitler, but he was honest. And so somewhere, I read about 1,200 with the newspapers every 10 to 12 days, not because I trust newspapers, I look for the crack in the fabric. Chicago Tribune, Chicago Sun-Times, the New York Times, all that, they just as corrupt. But you don't know that, and you're so mixed up here, you're not going to take on nobody with power. Huh? Nobody with power. Wait till you find out one day that about 60% of all college football games is fixed. You're not about to believe that because that's your only form of entertainment. We're sitting here now looking at the basketball. Come on, you serious? All them good dudes have such bad nights. Give me a break. Huh? What do you think that's about? There's no money made on sports like it's made on gambling. But you come through and you got a bunch of evil old men that control stuff, and you're not going to ask no questions because you know in your back you're talking about the mob's involved, the CIA's involved, you get hurt. If them was welfare mothers that got us in that war, some white hillbilly mothers that got in that war, we'd be marching in front of their house. But when the powerful folks do it, I'm looking at all this mess going on in Washington now about the debt. See, you know what, turn your TV on. That don't pertain to you. Are you crazy? They've already made those decisions. This is just a show for you. Huh? And the Tea Party, please. You let them aggravate the right people, huh? And see what happens to them. It's a game. And when you reclaim your whole beauty of who you are, huh? And your function. But most Americans are so corrupt that somebody tell you the truth, you'll be angry. The information I'm going to give you today, you think I know that NBC don't know it? And then you feel stuff. You feel stuff, and you don't pay no attention to it. Why? Because I don't want to go that route. I don't want to go that route. I'm sitting here looking at all the news, all the in loud. Yeah, I know about that trick. Don't you know damn good and well, when they pull off an operation that big, they're not going to beam it back to the White House? If you got some little punky teenagers can hack into the Social Security, huh, and get all your information, what do you think the Russians and the Chinese can do? But they got you believing they were sitting there, got our hand up to her mouth. She was probably looking at Bill hitting on somebody. With Bill Clinton, what's safe sex with Bill Clinton when Hillary's out of town? And when you start using this piece here, it didn't cost you a nickel. You're born with it. And once you get out the manipulation that they had to put down to control you, to make you go to war, under some patriotic, and even you folks to go fight wars, you can see through that trick, look how you get treated when you get back. Huh? 42% of the homeless people is veterans. Huh? And 90% of them got mental problems. You wasn't crazy before you left. Agent Orange, you know how long they fought veterans that, hey, I didn't have Agent Orange before I went to Vietnam. So why have it now? Decolonization. Y'all think this beautiful America is this and that? It's a bunch of evil, old, nasty, ungodly, unspiritual men that run this whole planet. And they said, well, here we got a problem. Say, China's going to give us a problem. Well, before we went to Vietnam, have y'all ever heard of the Rice Bowl, where 98% of the rice was grown? Anybody raise your hand again? The Rice Bowl. If you took Imagine in a circle, 1,000-mile radius from the Mekong Delta, 98% of all the rice for the planet was grown there. How many of y'all knew that? Anybody? Hear me now. Within a 1,000-mile radius of the Mekong Delta, 98% of the world's rice was grown there. When we left Vietnam, 99% of the world's rice is grown in Mississippi, Louisiana, Arizona, Arkansas, and California. What does that mean? It means Asia's dinner is in our hands. And if you got my food, you better not cut it off till you're ready to kill me. That's why your gasoline prices are so high, because in the last 15 years, 90% of those companies that make oil tankers, they've been making tankers to ship the wheat and the rice, because we got to feed them till we're ready to kill them. Okay? But you sit here and think you're so smart. America is beautiful. God bless America. And you don't control a damn thing. It's an evil, racism, sexism, all the kind of crazy stuff that you buy into, you're born into it. And I really don't understand you white folks, especially white women. I'm not saying a nigga not getting the right. I came over here as a slave. You came over here with this boy, and you didn't get the right to vote till 1921. You don't see nothing wrong with it. How dumb can you get? I mean, when you stop and think about a white woman today in America with a PhD make 87 cents on the dollar compared to a white man. And you still tolerate it? Are you aware that America is less than 1/5 of the world's population? But 98% of all the hard drugs consumed in the world is consumed in America. How can 1/5 of the world's population consume 94% of the world's hard, and that's not counting alcohol, caffeine, nicotine. That's just hard drugs. And you think you America, if your democracy is so good, how come we running all over the world trying to ram it down people's throat with a gun? A damn fool know anything good, you don't have to ram on people. If they can't afford it, leave it out, they'll take it. You think there'd be soldiers standing in front of a whorehouse with some guns? Say, come on in here and get something good. No, you just leave the door. So when we talk about health and nutrition, if America now is the new rice basket for the world, then something just happened the last 6 weeks. 3 weeks ago, 1/3 of all the rice crop was wiped out. Why? Because they couldn't harvest it. Last week, another third was wiped out. Why? Because they couldn't plant. All the soybean crop is wiped out from the floods. Cotton crop wiped out from the floods. Sugarcane crop wiped out from the flood. And y'all so busy in together, you don't even feel nothing? So what they give us? They're loud. We caught him. How do you know? You just have to take our word for it. We hate him, but we respect him enough to give him a decent burial. And damn homeless people die today, won't get no decent burial. But here's a guy who we spend trillions of dollars because of our hatred for him, and we dressed him in the white and we dumped him in the ocean. And all you gotta do is reverse it. Suppose you'd have woke up Sunday morning and that night before you went to bed, you'd heard an announcement. Pakistan said they just killed Bin Laden. Said, oh, thank God. Where is it? Oh, we dumped him in the ocean. Would you buy it? Then why are you buying what they told you? Why are you buying what they told you? Huh? I need some proof. Huh? Oh, we caught him in a house. How many of y'all know he was 3 houses down from what is equivalent to our West Point? Huh? In Pakistan. Huh? Just hear this. Every time you pick up the paper, you see the Taliban going in the police station and blowing it up. Just that, right? Going to the military raid and blow it up. Right? So how could you be an equivalent to West Point and assume that they wouldn't come there? So you know the kind of armed guard they have to have at that military academy? And then we had a helicopter on that raid. Y'all know about it? Exploded? I mean, y'all know that. Exploded. Well, why wouldn't them folks 3 doors down at the military school assume that was the Taliban? Huh? They've been blowing up everything else. So how come they didn't come out in the street? And then the president said, we killed bin Laden. And 15 minutes later, did y'all see the people from the White House? With the signs? Did you know those was new American flags? Did you see it? I hope they're rerunning. Those signs was professionally printed. Huh? The type that you can't come up with in 15 minutes. And then every Sunday now they give y'all a baseball game. Y'all know about that every Sunday? There's a baseball game played somewhere that's run on network TV. How many of y'all know about that? So that Sunday, Philadelphia was playing in Philadelphia. Cradle of democracy. And while the president was announcing to kill bin Laden, somebody flipped the switch and switched to Philadelphia. How many of y'all saw the game? The game where they made the announcement and everybody in the stand stood up and started saying, God bless America. How many of y'all saw that? That's very important. Huh? Okay. Did you know at the exact time they were singing that, it was the 9th inning? And the game was tied 1-1. 9-1-1. What kind of blues is you be? And y'all think y'all so smart. Oh, I'm an American. When you see our soldiers in America, all that stuff they got on, that's 70 pounds of equipment. The hippest, slickest, electronical, scientific that's ever been put together in the history of the planet. Every soldier got that on. Have you seen the Taliban? They ain't got nothing in their hand, they ain't got no missiles, they ain't got no tanks, huh? They ain't got no airplanes, they ain't got no bazookas. And their uniform, that stuff they be wearing look like curtains my mother used to hang up to the window. And they are wearing us out. Don't that bother you? Huh? Would that kind of tell you something ain't right? Something's not right. We're not talking about cats that went to West Point. We're not talking about folks that just can hit a button and raise the taxes and have the munitions makers from all over the world send them stuff, and then have you forgot, or did you ever know? Every nation or race of people ever went in and attacked them folks over there, they never came out. Not almost. From Genghis Khan to Ivan the Terrible to the Russian Tsar, Britain stayed over there 84 years before they ran them out. And that don't bother you? Somewhere. Before they killed bin Laden, I was coming back in from Europe in the NBC. And Mr. Gregory, you think we'll ever catch bin Laden? I said, we? I ain't looking for him. I'm still trying to find out who my daddy is. The game. Now what they give us all week now, wiener. And he's playing a game too. Somewhere. We know. How many of y'all followed that? Come on now, how many of y'all? Congresswoman, Let me see your hands. Yeah, well, that would turn it off. That nation have to turn it off. Did you know the same dude that busted Acorn? Did you know the same dude that busted him, busted the black agriculture woman, and they had to admit to something else? Did you know the same dude that busted him got arrested in Senator Landrew's office from Louisiana? How many of y'all knew that at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to plant a bug? How many of y'all knew it? Let me see your hands. Huh? Now, at the time when we worried about the Taliban, in September the 11th, how can someone break into a senator's office at 4 o'clock in the morning to plant a bug on her telephone? He could have planted a bomb and the government dropped all charges against him. So who is he? Huh? I mean, y'all know all charges got dropped on that break-in. Okay? So then, if that guy could be working for the government, then who busted William? Huh? And what did he hear or see that he wasn't supposed to see? Huh? Or is he on drugs? Is he on drugs? Why did I say this? Any of you in this room aware that last Wednesday that passed, the New York Times ran a story that a week before they busted him, he knew someone was doing something? Did y'all see that? Why? Because somebody was talking to the women he had been calling. And some of them women called him and told him, you better be careful. I've been visited by government agents. And he kept doing it. He kept doing it. Somewhere. And his poor wife, that's Hillary's secretary or whatever it is. How many of y'all knew that? So maybe she said something to him that he wasn't supposed to know, and he get on the phone and say, let's take him down. Somewhere. And so, when we get through listening to gossip, then you start seeing through stories. The IMF, International Monetary Fund, that's the biggest bank on the planet. Huh? The biggest bank on the planet. They do the countries what your bank do when you want to roll automobile loan. So probably the most important person on the planet was a little dude that they just took down in a sex scandal. Y'all know about that, right? Do you know all of it? That after that incident was supposed to happen, he went and picked up his daughter, they had lunch. How many of y'all know that? Do that sound like somebody's trying to get away? Huh? So let's follow what they tell us. Because to me it looked like a CIA France intelligence hit on him. Do you know this man wears $35,000 suits? How many of y'all know that? That's what he pays for suits. Huh? Do you think anybody that lived that type of life is going to rape or maim? Well, you might. What's your name, brother? Steve. If you checked in the hotel across the street over there today and got a $400 room, you think anybody know who you are? If you checked in a hotel and got a $3,000 room, everybody in the hotel know who you are. So why are you going to commit a crime in a room where everybody know you're there? Huh? That don't make no sense. They know your name, they know who you are, huh? And so them freaks, man, they're different from, see, one day you got to stop thinking poor. My ghetto cousin, he wanna take a trip. He get on the phone, call Greyhound. Book. How many of y'all in this room, when you leave town, you don't know nothing about it? You at your office will call the travel agent, right? And the travel agent will book your hotel, your airfare, and everything, huh? Well, that's where them type of men are about sex. They got somebody that books that for them. It don't cost them a damn thing. They write it off on their expense account. That's part of the perks you get for having that type of job. Huh? So what he need a maid for when he don't know what kind of conditions, kind of skin conditions he has? Huh? There's people on the low echelon of the totem pole all the world have rashes and skin that other people ain't never heard of. So all they do is get on the phone and say, hey, here's what we need here. Okay? All right. What we need? Well, he needs a little quickie. Well, those type of folks, the quickie that's 11 in the morning, that's 10 grand. No, how many of y'all know that? How many of y'all know the night holes is $200,000 up? They live in two different worlds. Queen Elizabeth made $360 million every 24 hours just interest on her money. And so one day when you white folks realize white ain't a color, it's an attitude. And if you ain't got some trillions of dollars in the bank that you don't need, you can't have the attitude. That's what I like about Queen Elizabeth. She's my type of white person. Now, how do you know if you're white? Well, Brother Gregory will tell you. Monday morning, get on the phone and call Wall Street, and while you talking, if you can't determine that the stock won't go up or come down, you ain't white. And we black folks, most of us owe all you white folks an apology because we mad at the wrong white folks. The white folks we mad at couldn't help us if they liked us. They'll kill you on the way to get me. So here's how they trick the IFM. He handles all the money. My little ghetto cousin would have saw that one coming through. Look, I don't have much time, so I just a little quickie, you know, and just call this number here, they'll take care of it. So they called him. They said, she'll be up in 10 minutes, open the door, she'll be dressed as a maid. That's why the damn door was open, that's why he grabbed it. He thought it was what he had ordered. He didn't know the trick was in. Because he was a shoo-in for the president of France. Why? Because unbeknown to most Americans, he's the one that got credit for turning the whole global economy around when the crash in 08. And right now, as we sit here, France's economy is worse than Greece. So they said, if we put him in, we fix it. Somebody said, no, we don't want him. So that's what this game is about. That's what this game is about. And look like you would know it, just those of y'all that try to follow the whole health thing, they do it to your food, they do it to your water, every day, huh? Somewhere. Thank God for the folks that put these kind of seminars on, and thank God for you that I ever think I would pick up the Washington Post yesterday on page 2. They're talking about these plastic cups will give you cancer. Huh? How many of y'all heard that yesterday? Huh? Starbucks, watch out. And my little ghetto cousin, he couldn't even read it right. He said, well, how can they make these cups out the same thing they make paper with? I can put water in it and don't leak. So now they're talking about starving. All the food, baby food, everything come in. But you never thought you'd live to see the day there'd be a big, bold headline, half a page, in the Washington Post. That's what these type of meetings do. It makes you aware, and it makes people able to. Now they say cell phones. Y'all saw the big thing the other day? Front page, here it is. USA Today, front page. Cell phones and cancer. We said, well, your cell phone, I don't have a cell phone, it don't make no difference. Anybody in here who don't have a cell phone is affected by everybody's cell phone that's in here, because even when you shut it off, the radiation still comes through. Huh? But why were you able to pick up the paper and read that? Because what we've been doing out here, all of us, in the last 60 to 70 years is beginning to pay off now. There's a movement. But now you got to really get down and do your work now. All the health food stores is packed. Well, yeah, okay, but you better find out who owns the health food store. What's the biggest health food chain in the world now? Anybody know? Huh? Did you know Whole Foods is owned by Staples? Can't be no bigger gangsters in there. You can't go to Staples and get an organic notebook. Y'all been hearing the news, haven't you? What happened? All them people died in Europe the other day. They said cucumbers out of Spain. How many of y'all heard that? No, you're going. First it was cucumbers out of Spain. The Germans said it come out of Spain. And Spain losing $175 million a week now because nobody wants their stuff. Then they said, oh no, we were wrong, come out of Germany. Bean sprouts, me already done. And then that night they said, oh no, it's not that. And I said, wait, ho. Have you ever picked up a paper and read where there was a bad shipment of crack and they calling it in? Have you ever read where Budweiser sent out, like 2 million bottles of Budweiser that's defected, send it back in? How is it? Spinach, turnips, you can bust all that. But the people doing the evil stuff, they never had a recall. So maybe we should make up with them and make a free prosecutor. Say, can you run our health systems? Look like you know how to put stuff out that don't have to be recalled, huh? Somewhere. And so somewhere, some of the things you should know about your body and just live in it. The greatest gift in the history of the planet. You have free. Get ready to eat, you say you bless the food. Oh, thank you, God, thank you, God. How you pray over a rib? How you pray over coffee? Huh? Somewhere. If y'all didn't have no money tonight, you think you'd die? Anybody? You know you would, right? If you didn't eat tonight, you think you would die? No. If I held your nose and mouth for 30 minutes, you would die. So the most important thing on this planet is oxygen. Have you ever thanked God for oxygen like you thank God for a ham sandwich? You couldn't live without rain. You couldn't live without the sun. And it don't cost you nothing. Nobody's ever walked up to you in the street and touched you on the shoulder and said, who's that said, I want to collect my oxygen bill. Everything that you need to keep you alive is free. Your crops couldn't grow without the sun, without the rain. How many of you know that y'all need sun to get what vitamin? D. How many of y'all know that vitamin D don't come from the sun? It creates a mechanism in your body that when your body reacts to it, it creates D. That D goes everywhere in your body except your brain. How many of you are aware that the only vitamin D that your brain comes from the sun coming through your eyes? That's why super rich folks ain't never worn sunglasses. I ain't talking about jet setters. Time you see Queen Elizabeth with some like that. When you wear sunglasses, you deprive your brain of vitamin D. Okay? You go to grade school, high school, and college. They don't teach that at Harvard. And still Harvard's supposed to be the picture teller. What they don't tell you, Harvard and MIT right next door to each other. Harvard and MIT have more suicides in 1 year than all the Big Ten schools have in 20. But they got you dupe believing that Harvard is the citadel of intellectuality. Harvard is a cesspool of filth. All Ivy League schools, did I say all or almost all? All right. All Ivy League schools was founded by slave owners for their dumb white sons. Right now, as we sit here now, Yale have 12 schools, school of law, school of business, school of journalism. 8 of them is named after slave owners. Because you walk around and believe and you put trust in a bunch of evil folks that will never give you the truth. Somewhere. Somewhere. So when you start looking and looking and looking and looking, just... Now, poor little Wiener, the last thing they said is, Wiener, he's going to get therapy. Y'all see that? Y'all remember Tiger Woods went to therapy? That cost him $3 million. I mean, y'all know about that, the one he went to. Mississippi, you're right. And you know when you go to therapy, they wean you off. So I wonder what kind of holes did he have, you know, that wiener come up again, huh? Somewhere. And so I say to you, when you leave these classes, go downstairs to the people that have booths there, just look at their stuff. Incredible. And some of the things you have to get rid of is fear of poverty. Got jobs, working 5, 6 jobs, scared of poverty. Scared about what you're scared of, you create. Fear of death, come on, you stupid. To be born, one day you have to die. You don't have to have arthritis, you don't have to be high blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. But that's the price you pay for living. Should I be 80 my next birthday? I'll probably make 80 more. I ain't worried about death. You have an insurance policy, George? Sure. What company? Aetna. Hey, John, remember he used to be vice president of Sears Roebuck, remember? And we didn't know why you never became president. I didn't know how dumb you was, man. You know how dumb you got to be to buy life insurance. You buy life insurance, the insurance company betting you gonna live. You betting you gonna die. You hoping they win, and they pay you for thinking that way. And you want to watch this Roebuck down there went bankrupt, huh? Fear of death, fear of getting sick. You know what I mean, fear of getting sick? If you learn how to take care of your body, the 3 causes of death in America, number 1, sleep deprivation, number 2, dehydration, and number 3, lack of physical fitness. Scared of getting sick. Are you scared of getting something? Huh? That's like a poor person scared I'm not going to be a billionaire tomorrow. You wouldn't want today. Fear of getting old. If you're born, you're going to get old. And y'all would messed up your body so much in America, you start giving it code names. Elderly, senior citizen, you old. Old. I'm a senior citizen, your ass is old. Somewhere. Had a black woman walked up to me and said, he said, walking is the best exercise. Yeah. He said, I got a bad leg. I said, walk bad, lady. Walk the same way you walk when you go buy them lottery tickets. Fear of being criticized. Criticized of what? Scared. Fear of losing your love. It ain't about love. I love you, baby. If I can't have you, ain't nobody gonna have you. It's about, can you be lovable? That you can't lose. You're lovable, I'm safe with you, you're safe with me, huh? Somewhere. And so, to leave you, it's just really simple. My wife be 75, her next birthday I'll be 80. We will have a prescription between the 2 of us. You know why? Because of Dr. Fulton, remember? Because people was willing to share and give us free what they thought and paid for. Those of you who've been knowing me since I came on the scene, I used to drink a 5th of scotch every day, 4 packs of cigarettes every day, top weight 365 pounds. Then, John, what was that, 1976, I ran from LA to New York, 50 miles a day for 71 days to dramatize world and domestic hunger. That's what this body's about. All you got to do is stop and talk about what I like. See, if you like eating it and like not drinking water, then stop complaining and stop being scared of getting old. You're going to get old and ugly. And when you get that way, look in the mirror and say, God damn it, I did it. Come here, y'all. Come here, look at me. I did it. Well, then you don't have to be no genius to do that. All you got to do is stop giving the body live food. Huh? Stop drinking water. Huh? Pepsi Cola will make your ass old and ugly. And then their mind opens up. So I leave it, let's say 5 minutes. Are we doing question and answers? Or not? Just my time's up.
No, go ahead. Do a couple.
Huh?
Do a couple. Two.
Two what?
Q&A.
Oh, that's what I asked you. What'd you say, two what?
2 questions.
Oh, 2 questions. Okay. Okay. No, he said 2 missed. Did you see him? Stand up. Stand up. What's up? See a white man? He said 2. So if you raise your hand, I'm doing 2 questions. They're going to be black folks. You mad at him? 2 questions. Okay, here we go. Well, my question is first. No, sir, my question is that I'm so glad that Obama will become president because it really knocked the myth out of my head. I have one of the brightest minds on the planet. But racism had me so mixed up, I started believing that all black folks look alike to white folks. I really did. I'm sorry, white folks, I just did. Then Obama become president, I haven't had one white person run up to me and say, excuse me, Mr. President. So I guess we don't all look alike, huh? And you white folk, let me ask you, if I would be born over again, I'm going to be born white. Y'all so lucky. When y'all finally get a Negro president, he's a behaved Negro. Went to y'all's best schools. Good brain. People that don't like him, they can't call him dumb. I ran for president in 1968. Y'all remember that song?
Yeah.
Y'all better be glad I didn't win. Y'all be in trouble with a nigga like me. But y'all getting on Obama, so you know God be with you. Because if I'd have had my way, if I could have picked a black president, it would have been a nigga look like this. This nigga scare me. We wouldn't have to worry about no war. I just sit there and go over to Afghanistan and tell them they better behave. And I gave all white folks something to be mad about. This boy gave y'all nothing to be mad about. I have no white folks in my cabinet. There ain't a damn thing you can do about it because I own the Army, the Navy, the Air Force. And you black folks, you'd be mad too, because no black person in my cabinet that have more than a 3rd grade education. If you read and write, you wouldn't qualify to be in my cabinet. So now you go over there to white folks and march in front of my White House. Huh? Now, what logics do I have? If you white folks have ran this country for hundreds of years, and all your cabinet members got PhDs and all the best schools in the world, if they can mess up the country like this, let me try something new.